Are you a fan of Batman and you want to read the comics but you don't know where to start? These are the best and most important comics you need to read to understand Batman as a character and his history. First off, you have to read his first appearance, which was in Detective Comics number 27, all the way back in 1939. So Batman is almost 90 years old. That's crazy. But yeah, this is just his first appearance. It doesn't even show his origin or anything. It's just, here's Batman. If you want a modern take of it, I recommend Batman Year One. This was from 1986, and it's a more modern retelling of Batman's origin story. And this is also the book that Batman Begins was loosely based off of. Next, I recommend Batman The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. This is a really good 12-issue miniseries, and it's a great introduction to a lot of Batman's rogues gallery, like the Joker, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, and a lot more. Next, I recommend, this is a compilation book called Batgirl and Robin Year One. This is a collection of Robin Year One, which is a 4-issue miniseries, and Batgirl Year One, which I believe is a 9-issue miniseries, basically just showing the origins of how Dick Grayson became the first Robin and Barbara Gordon becoming Batgirl. Next, I recommend Batman The Killing Joke by Alan Moore. This is one of the most important, or probably one of the most popular Batman comics ever written. It took Batman on a very different direction. This was one of the first Batman books that was, more mature, more for, more adult audiences. And so a lot of people, really like that because comics weren't just for kids anymore. So this was a really monumental moment in comics. Another part of that change was Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. This is a really, really good 4-issue miniseries. Again, probably one of the most popular comic books ever written, and I highly recommend it. Next, I recommend Batman, A Death in the Family. This storyline, as you can tell by the title, this is the death of Robin. It's the death of the second Robin named Jason Todd, who was killed by the Joker. Next, I recommend Batman Nightfall. I'd recommend the whole Nightfall trilogy. So there's Nightfall, Knight's Quest, and Knight's End. And it's basically Batman's battle against Bane. And this is the comic that The Dark Knight Rises was loosely based off of. Next, I recommend Batman and Son by Grant Morrison. This is the story of Batman meeting his biological son, Damian Wayne, who ends up becoming the fourth and the most modern Robin. Next is something a little thrown in. I recommend the book Justice League Origin by Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. It's just a really good introduction to Batman into the Justice League and how he met and first interacted with a lot of these other popular DC characters. Finally, if you want a really good modern Batman story, I recommend Batman The Court of Owls saga. This is a really good modern, investigative story. Batman discovers that there is a group of assassins, like this cult that's secretly been manipulating Gotham for decades. And so really, really good Batman story. Definitely check it out.